This campground review is about Salmon Lake Park, which is in Grapeland, Texas, and this campground can be considered a destination in itself because it's very unique and probably unlike any other campground you've ever stayed at. Even before you reach the main gate, you start seeing buildings and collections of things. Mr. Salmon, who originally owned the park, was a house mover by trade. So we're guessing, don't know for sure, that when he was asked to move a building that nobody wanted, he would take it back to his own property and remodel it. So you're going to see a bunch of different kinds of buildings on this property. It just makes it so unique. Just inside the main entrance, you're going to see what we like to call Main Street. This is just a collection of houses side by side, not even just houses. They've got some small old commercial buildings too, but just a row of awesome looking buildings and some old vehicles. And right across from the Main Street row is the office to the park. And this property is now owned by the Powers family. They purchased the property when Mr. Salmon passed away. After you pass through the Main Street area, there's a little bit of an opening, got some old tractors and vehicles off to the one side, and then you come across a few more buildings like this old post office. And if you turn left at the old wagon, you'll go down to what we call the Uptown property. This has more of commercial buildings, but they've actually been remodeled into like meeting rooms, since this is kind of like an event center type of property, and you can have family reunions and corporate meetings and everything here. Some of these meeting rooms are pretty big. There's a brand new restroom building in the Uptown area or downtown area that has showers in it if that's something that you need. They also have a stage area with this huge lawn in front of it because this particular location has a really huge bluegrass festival once a year. We thought this mill was really cute. If you look real close, the woman, the wife, is smacking her husband on the butt with a broom to keep him spinning the wheel. If you keep going back towards the rear of the property, there is a huge lake with a big sliding board, and there's like a floating raft in the center of it that you can jump off of. So this is available for swimming during the summertime. There are a couple rows of RV spaces right on the edge of the lake on the back side, and even behind that, if you go further back into the trees, there are several RV spots back in the trees. There are also a bunch of cabins on the one side of the lake and kind of scattered throughout the rest of the property, and these cabins are anywhere from 1 bedroom to 4 bedrooms. And again, these are available for, you know, family reunions, if you just want a weekend getaway with the family, stuff like that. And these are, you know, houses that Mr. Salmon had brought in, and they've been remodeled, and they actually are kind of cute. Here's a little bit of a look around the property. This property is totally huge. I think there are about 300 RV spaces. They are kind of, you know, right on top of each other. And of course, during an event, you want to check their website to see if there's an event during the time that you're planning on coming. During an event, it can be kind of full. But during the week that we spent there, There was probably only maybe a dozen campers, and they were kind of scattered all over the property. And when we first got there, they told us that we could just pick any space we wanted. They do have 30 amp service for $25 a night and 50 amp service for $30 a night. And these are full hookups, and they do have reduced rates if you're planning on spending a week or more. They even have a treehouse that's available to stay the night in. And there's another little pond with the bridge, and it has a set of railroad tracks going around this pond. So there's a train that they run around this pond when they have special events. And right at the end of our stay at Salmon Lake Park, they were having a car show. So they got this bigger train out so they would be able to ride people around the property. That's pretty cool. The Powers family that owns the property now, they are super nice people, wonderful to work with. Salmon Lake Park, we thought, was just an awesome, awesome place.
Hi everybody, well, I hope you enjoyed that campground review, and if you've happened to stay at that particular campground and you have some comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't checked out the other campground reviews and our other travel videos and maintenance videos we have, and some humorous ones too, please consider doing that. And we're so glad that you stopped in and saw what we're doing. We love making these videos for you guys, and it's a lot of fun. And we look forward to your comments, suggestions, and we can take criticism too. We're newbies at this. We're not perfect, and we know that. So once again, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it happens to be, and we'll see you down the road and over the hills. Bye.